I love reading fun goofy books. I love the Fourth Ring series. Now, let me tell you the story of these books. If it doesn't, I will be purchasing those. Hello, don't mind this outfit. I've already worn it in a video I pre-filmed today. Shh, don't tell anyone. Today, we're gonna be doing 25 books I want to read in 2025. 25 books is a lot. That's a lot of books. So I had to get creative. We have some on my physical TBR. We have some new releases. We have some that I don't even own that I want to read that aren't new releases. And I'm going to be briefly explaining to you why it is that I would like to get to them. So if you don't know, my name is Reagan. I'm doing bookmas this year. I have a video coming out from the 12th of December all the way to the 24th. My reading goal for 2025 is 50 books. In 2024, my reading goal was 100 books. And I did reach that reading goal, which I'm very proud of. What I want to do is kind of slow down my reading and let myself enjoy the books I want to read and not focus on quantity and really focus on quality. So I've lowered my reading goal to 50 books. 25 books is half of that. So will I get to all of these? Probably not. We're just gonna go ahead and hop right into it. And I'm too lazy to pull out all of the books from my bookshelves because I'm about to go on a trip. My room is a mess and I'm not going to be contributing more to that mess because I just can't. For my sanity, I need my bookshelves to look clean and fine when I come back. The first book I would like to get to is Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. The reason I want to read Binding 13 this year is because this past year I bought every single book in that series. All 5 books. Have I read one of them? No. Is that insane? Yes. Why did I buy them? I haven't. No, I know I freaking need. But I bought all 5 of them, and if I don't read one of them this year, my whole purchase has gone to waste and was objectively stupid. But if I at least read one, it's a valid purchase. So I would like to get to Binding 13 at least this year, at least. Number 2, Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings. Kind of similar situation. I've read Magnolia Parks, the first book. I own all of the other books. Some of them were really expensive because I did buy the original covers. Had that series on my shelf, those covers for like a year and a half now, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I need to get to them ASAP. Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I have read absolutely 0 of Kristen Hanna's books. I own like 5. Can you see a trend? Next, we have Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros, new release coming out in January. I love the Fourth Ring series, 5-star series for me, so I need to know what happens in Onyx Storm. Barbarian's Heart by Ruby Dixon. This past year and this year, I've read the entirety of all the books that are out in the Ice Planet Barbarian series by Ruby Dixon. I have become obsessed. One of my favorite series of all time, hands down. Is that ridiculous? Maybe. Sorry. I'm sorry. I love them. I love them. I love them. They're so amazing and adorable and I love them. The next one is coming out in, I want to say February, maybe March. They're all available on Kindle Unlimited. I can't read them all. I can only read the ones that have been traditionally released. And I need it more than I need anything, more than I need air, more than I need water. It's so good and I can't wait. And I have it pre-ordered. And if she ever stops releasing these special editions, I will literally, Ruby Dixon, you will be responsible for what happens to me at that point because, oh my god, I need them. You don't have to do one per year. You can speed it up, girlfriend. I will be right there with you. I will buy every one, please. Deep End by Allie Hazelwood, number 6. Her books are so good. I've done like new release reading vlogs for a few of them, so I need Deep End. I need it bad. I love that she's venturing out of the science realm, but also, girlfriend, your STEM romances are so gas. So would I appreciate a release of that? Yes, but also I will take anything you will give me, girl. Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver. I read Butcher and Blackbird this year. I read the second one, Butcher and Blackbird, 5-star book. You best believe Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver is on this list. Wild Side by Elsie Silver, another series that I need the next book to. I read Wild Love by Elsie Silver, 5 stars. Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver, I think a 3.5 or a 4. The Single Dad romances will get me every time. So Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, throwing a little Taylor Swift line in there. Love Abby Jimenez, another one of my favorite authors. I love all the books she's released, so I need this next one. Oh my god, I was literally just saying in this last video that I filmed that I lost this book and I was like, where the hell did it go? I have lost it. It was actually right here the whole time. If anybody in the publishing industry wants to hit up my line for an early advanced reader's copy, just kidding. No one's gonna take me up on that. But Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. This is the 3rd book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. I also, number 11 on my list is Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage as well. I need to read Lost and Lassoed before the next book comes out because I'm trying to keep up to date on the series. I send a lot of my pre-ordered books here to my parents' house and then like I don't get them at my house at school, my apartment. So until I come home, I can't get them. So like I pre-ordered them, but I just don't have them in my hands. So I can't read them yet. You know what I mean? That was one of those situations where swear I pre-ordered it. It was here for like a week or two, maybe even, when did it release? It was here for a while. And I just like this week got my hands on the package to open it. Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. Another one of those authors that anything she releases, I will read. Funny Story was such a good book in my opinion. Loved it. Pretty much all the ones that I've listed, I've pre-ordered. They will be in my hands as soon as possible. The Highland Fling by Megan Quinn. This is not a new release nor a book I have in my collection. It's just one that I've been looking at and eyeing for a long time. I discovered Megan Quinn this year, absolutely eating her books up, and I saw The Highland Fling was on Kindle Unlimited, as pretty much most of her books are. I was like, need it bad. Scottish and Irish men literally do it with me every time. And in a romance book, in a movie. That's all I'm gonna say. Ask for it for Christmas. We'll see if it joins my physical TBR after Christmas. But if it doesn't, I will be purchasing because, like I said, need it bad. That's the moral of the story of this entire video. Need it bad. These ones I will pull out because I have them literally within my reach right here. 14. Queen of Shadows. 15, Empire of Storms. 16, Tower of Dawn. 17, Kingdom of Ash. Now, let me tell you the story of these books. I've actually read Queen of Shadows and Empire of Storms already. Read that entire series, the Throne of Glass series, up to Empire of Storms, DNF. DNF Tower of Dawn. It's been 4 years. So this year I dedicated myself to doing a reread of the series. One book every month. Starting in January, I started with Throne of Glass. I made it to Heir of Fire. Read that. Haven't read one since. I got in a huge reading slump over the summer and then I just didn't pick them back up, like a 4-month reading slump. I would love to read all 4 of those books and just get that series off my list. Gosh, it's been on there for so long. I'm also gonna do the tandem read because I didn't do that last time. Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. I want to finish to get the series off my list. Reckless, number 19 by Lauren Roberts. I own the physical copy of Reckless by Lauren Roberts. I recently finished Powerful after I got out of my reading slump, so I just need to pick up Reckless. Another one. I want to keep up to date with the series. I like being in the tea when things release, but I like keeping up to date with those series when I can. The Accidental Pinup by Danielle Jackson. This is a book I owned all of last year, starting from January last year at least, and I haven't read it, and I think if I don't read it this year, it's going to be donated off of my TBR because I don't think I'll get to it. But I'd love to pick it up this year. I think I'll enjoy it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Number 21, Heartless Hunter by Kristen Cicerelli. This is one that I ordered, and the next book in the series is coming out this year, and I would love to finish that duology this year if possible. I have the audiobook on hold, and hopefully it will come in soon. Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. I've wanted to pick this book up because I'm now in my 20s, and if you have ever watched Queen Stuff 4, this is one of her favorite books of all time. She recommends girls to read it when they're in their 20s. I have now entered my 20s. I'm turning 21 in 2025. I really enjoy those types of memoirs and those types of books when I read them. I just don't often pick them up. Like, I don't want to push myself and be like, you need to read 5 memoirs this year, because last year I did that and it wasn't very successful for me. This year I want to just be like, when you're in the mood or when you see that book and you're like, wow, I want to pick it up, just read 100 pages, read 50 pages, read a little bit at a time. You don't need to sit down and binge a book for it to be like valid reading time. You know what I mean? I just see it like my personal, I just always am like, oh, you've been reading this for a month, like you're stupid, you need to get this done. That's literally not true, and I would never say that to anyone else, but I say it to myself, so I need to stop doing that. The Woman Destroyed by Simone de Beauvoir. This is another one, basically the exact same thing I just explained. A translated work from French. I'm studying French, I'm minoring in French, and I would love to read it in English and then also one day in French because I think that'd be amazing. I've heard great things about that one as a classic. 24, Pucking Sweet by Emily Rath. This is a book that I need to just finish, so I'm done with the series. I love a good hockey romance. It's something fun. Like, I was just talking about how I want to keep it serious this year, you know, get through books that will better me, but also I want to keep reading the fun, goofy books that I love to read because I love reading fun, goofy books. Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. This is also on my TBR. It's been on my TBR for God knows how long, like I think upwards of 3 years, and if I don't read it this year, I have to donate it. Reagan, donate it. If you don't read it this year in 2025, it's gone. But that's the 25 books I would like to read in 2025. Thank you for watching Bookmas. I hope to see you in another video, in another Bookmas video. I love you so much. Thanks for watching. Bye.